To a big story that could impact your money. Protecting your home from flooding, like seen in this video of St. Augustine, could soon become much more expensive. The National Flood Insurance Program covers millions of homeowners, including so many on our First Coast. But as sea level rises, so will insurance premiums. On your side, Troy Kless spoke with a private insurer about what this means for you and your wallet.
Recent storms have really highlighted the need for updated flood risk assessment, flood mapping procedures, flood pricing updates.
National flood insurance calculations have for decades been based on policies largely unchanged since the 70s. Hurricanes and climate change not as intense as they are now. Amanda Bryant, director of National Flood Insurance, says the traditional focus on flood zones is being replaced by a risk rating system based on the specific features of an individual property, like structural vulnerabilities to floods. Because flooding risk has increased, she says, rates will too.
Fortunately, if the rates increase all at once to what risk rating 2.0 reflects that they should be, there will be drastic effects for property owners across America.
The changes go into effect October 1st. FEMA, which operates the flood insurance program, has not made clear how individual premiums will be impacted, but they say properties inside and outside of FEMA flood zones may be affected. Bryant says homeowners need to pay attention.
Particularly if you're considering a new property purchase, please don't just rely on your realtor, your mortgage lender, or even your insurance agent to fully be able to express to you the true flood risk of your property, because they may not be aware.
Troy Kless, First Coast News, on your side.